A race that we're going to be watching as a sign for how things are going to go this evening. ABC's Lindsay Davis is right there. Lindsay, what are you hearing?
So how you doing, Dan? We are in the crossroads of America in Indiana, which is considered one of the reddest states in the Midwest. It has actually been said of Indiana that it is as red as the red barns that dot the corn line countryside here. After all, this is where Donald Trump in 2016, he won handily against Hillary Clinton, getting 57% of the vote to her 38% of the vote. Hillary Clinton was only able to win 4 counties out of Indiana's 92 counties. So by all intents and purposes, it seems like this would be, as my 4-year-old son says, easy peasy lemon squeezy for the Republicans, but not the case because the Democrat, the incumbent is a Democrat. So you have Joe Donnelly, who's already been here, who was elected in 2012, but this is close, a hotly contested race. One of the polls leading into Election Day, he was winning by about 47%. Mike Braun had about 45% of the vote. And then Lucy Brenton, who is a libertarian, she was coming in with 7% of the vote. The reason why that's kind of significant is because just in the past week, the Indiana Democrats have actually been buying ads, Facebook ads, basically bolstering the libertarian candidate. And this is a rather unusual tactic. But the strategy here is let's divide and conquer and basically split the Republican vote, and we'll pick up those extra votes.
That is, I'm sure, something that the folks on the right are going to find controversial at best. Let me just ask you, though, about Joe Donnelly. He's not your average Democrat in some ways. For example, he does not support abortion rights to a certain extent. So tell us a little bit about how he's managed to carve out a political career in a pretty red state as a Democrat.
Well, you know, primarily, Dan, he touts his voting record as 62% of the time he says that he votes along with Trump's agenda. He's a Democrat who actually says, look, I'm pro-building a wall. He says, I don't represent, the president. I represent the people of Indiana. Immigration is a big issue here. He voted for Gorsuch, but voted against Brett Kavanaugh. And one thing that's really interesting in these preliminary exit polls that we've seen, 53% of Hoosiers said that his vote against Kavanaugh was important in their vote. Now, the thing is, we don't know if that's favorable to him or unfavorable. Joe Donnelly just made an appearance down here on this stage just a little while ago, and I asked him if he was able to kind of read the tea leaves as far as what that meant. He said, you know what, I don't know if that's going to be something that people like about me or not, but it was something that I felt I had to do. I felt like it was the right decision to make.
Lindsay Davis reporting in from Indiana. Again, we're going to be talking to you many times, I suspect, throughout the evening. We really appreciate it.